The best way to learn anything, especially for some advanced software like InDesign, is you are going to do a lot of tasks. You're going to create multiple pages. You are going to learn the software is designed for professional use, for professional designers to create things for books or magazines. So you're going to create a new document, and you're going to go to create print. I don't recommend you touch anything for the web and the mobile. So it's not the InDesign's work. Actually, they put it there, and but InDesign is still more targeting to print. So we're gonna find some standard size. You can view all the presets. You can find maybe some more international size dimensions here, A4 like that, or the lighter version. Okay, very close to A4. And as I said, I want to use this one for the true beginners, but also for professionals. And we talk about the way how we can provide enough task or training for you to create a document that have more pages. In my regular classroom, I really require the student to do more than their first project will be more than 16 pages, and then 64 pages. So those all requires with different page layout and settings. So again, quantity is more than quality in all my class. Okay, so go here. We'll set up 16 pages, and I want to do facing pages. And you want to check the setting. You want to create a preview so you can see the pages. I also wanted this one to be you want to create the bleed. But for this demonstration, we don't introduce bleed. I just wanted to make it things very straightforward, and then when you start to working professionally, you can work with you will know the bleed. And the later class for InDesign will also introduce bleed. Okay, we just want to make things very simple and straightforward. Okay, so create that. Especially for some users, this series of introduction is for some of you who may have Photoshop experience, may have a little bit of Illustrator, but have never been using InDesign for any project. It's complicated software. Okay, so but let's make it a little bit easier. To make things easier, one thing is you really think about a most fundamental way or the most simple fact or components of a page layout. It's image and graphics or text, or in simply put together is text and the image. So image usually with different shapes, but most of the time is a square or a rectangle. So to create this type of a frame is the first understanding of how we can create a beautiful layout. So let's hit F, and we're going to draw a frame. So a frame is a box that we can do a lot of things with it. For example, one thing we can do is give this one color. So let's hit D and Shift X. So we'll change the color and give this one a frame. We can also preview this by Shift W. Okay, so we created this one in full screen preview, and think about this is a picture, but we don't actually have a picture yet. So let's go get a picture. So I'm going to find some picture here. For example, this is a picture I'm trying to use. I'm going to just copy. Okay. And I'm going to go back to InDesign, and I'm going to paste into this box. So, okay. There's a simple way. Just click and drag. So we're going to drag this one in. So we have this one here. Okay. So then we match the size by using Command Option Shift C. Command Option Shift C. Fit the content. Fit the frame proportionally. Okay. So the shortcut is Command Option Shift C. Okay. So you can do that with also do the fitting setting. So fill frame properly. So that usually that will be the first option here in this bar. So we're on the typography, but also if you pick a book or advanced, you will still have this access. Okay, so this is the simple way. So you can drag this one in, and sometimes we can do a screenshot. For example, I'm going to change this one to this book cover, and I'm going to do a screenshot using Mac. Okay, using Windows, that would be something with the print screen key. Okay, so I'm using Command Control Shift 4 to cut this one. Okay, so once I cut the picture, I can do Command Option V when I select this box. Command Option V, you paste it in, and the Command Option Shift C. This one kind of will like match or crop the image directly. Okay, so in this case, you will see that's different. In Illustrator, when you change it, it will destroy the picture. But here, no, it's not going to change that. So the frame seems like a mask. Okay, this frame is more considered like a mask. So once you change the frame, so that decided this one could be the way I'm going to display this page, and you can do Command Option Shift C again. So this one will match the page. Okay, so now let's do a simple background for this one. So I'm going to do a background. Background could also be a frame or M. You can remember F and M, FM radio, right? So in some way they do the same job. So let's continue using F. So I'm going to use using F, and I go to the top left corner and draw a box to cover the whole background, because I'm trying to give this one a background. So I'm going to do the same thing, D and Shift X. Okay, and then I'm going to do right click. Okay, I'm going to arrange. Where's the range? Okay, and send to back. So this become the background. Okay, so now I have this book cover, so I can kind of resize to make this design, and always I can do Command Option Shift C. Okay, so preview, and then I'm going to create a text box. So here is a very different concept. In InDesign, everything is a box. So I hit the T for put a text. So hit the T and draw a box. Think about it. I'm going to put the artist's name here. I draw a box. So go here. Kind of like to copy this name here. So there will be artist. Okay. And so the text is do not see here. So we're going to do here to make sure that we are formatted the text. Okay. So you can also go to here in this box to click the T. So I'll change this one to paper. So now we can see this one here. So one of my favorite key to control text elements in InDesign and Illustrator is you can using Command Shift period key. So to resize. So without think about the size of the actual size, just a visual adjustment. Okay. To make you really feel like an artist and directly control, the one simple way is you can type W, that will hide all the guidelines. So you can directly control in this mode, which is somebody prefer this, and I definitely prefer this in at some stage. You want to use this one to verify your design. Okay, so I'm going to do the last portion here, and maybe put it here. Okay, I can then just do a random point here and add some little elements. For example, I'm going to do using M to draw a box. As I say, in some at a certain stage, F and M do the same job. So I have a little box here, and I still have the picture in my clipping board, so I can do Command Option V. I hope I still have that. Oh no, actually I'm going to re-screenshot it. Command Control Shift 4. Okay, and Command Option V. So I have a little bit details here. So it's like a decoration. So that's good strategy. Okay, so then you maybe have some logo or some other shapes. So let's just using M and click this drop down and go to find L. Okay, so using L, we'll find the same. So we create something here. For example, we'll give this one a different color, or we can do the same thing. Paste the picture in. So Command Option V, Command Option Shift. You can do Command Option Shift C. This one creates some type of a pattern. So Shift W to preview. It's nice. Quite a contemporary feeling of the page layout. Okay, of a book cover. All right. So now let's go move forward. We're going to move to the next page. So we're going to shift the page. So even some professional users may not use a shortcut to switch pages. So, but I highly recommend using shortcuts to turn to the next page. This will save you a lot of time. So the shortcut is Shift, hold down Shift, and the page up and the page down. Okay, so page down, we turn to the page 2. Okay, so we turn to page 2. On this page, we're going to try to apply some layout. Okay, I'm going to close this one. Okay, so there, I did do some research and I put some image here for my teaching. So for example, this one have a whole page coverage box. So I'm going to do this one here to create a fully covered page. So basically you just simply draw a box using F or M. So in this case they're the same. Okay, so we're using, you can use M because M does not have the cross line. So when you draw that, you can go get a picture. Okay, so maybe we can go find some other pictures. Okay. It's a slightly different way to get a picture. I don't know if you like it. No. Let's do a regular way. Or just click and drag. So we drop this one in, and then using Command Option Shift C to match the pages. So this one will be the full page coverage. So to spread. So you can put it, usually that's very common. We can see those things. So let's move forward to go to the next page. Again, you can using page up or page down to do that, but you can also using this mode. So in this mode, we're gonna do quite a common cross to page, but left some space for some text elements. Usually, it's very common for a magazine layout. Okay, so we're gonna find some pictures. Okay, I'm gonna just directly go. Let's see if we can go and page layout. Okay, and we're going to search. Maybe Robert Russianberg. Okay, I'm gonna get some image. So March. Okay, so we copy this image. So in this mode, if you directly go to using Google Image, so what you got, you can directly paste in. So I was trying to find using some different software, but it's is a computer file mode, so it's a little bit different. So you can just, I prefer to using copy and paste because that will embed the image in. So so now you get this picture and the Command Option V. So I want you to kind of like practice this method again and again for at least 5 pages. So Command Option V, Command Option V. So and then Command Option Shift C. So get this picture. So in a certain time, the picture maybe have some border you don't want. So in that case, you may need to kind of do some adjustment. So what you want to do is click the center circle, and then hold the Shift key and Option to resize. So you can crop this image. Okay. So for this side, I'm gonna try to using the kind of like the same color theme. Maybe a black background with white text. So I can do is give this one a black background. I will hit M, draw a box, maybe larger than the thing here. So D, Shift X, and Command Shift left bracket to send this one back. Okay. So and then hit a T, and we're going to draw a box. Okay. So we'll put a box here. So this one could be a title, okay? So and remember, we're going to use the layout, a type, and insert fill with placeholder text, okay? And then we'll go to the color, give the text color a paper because we're using negative, okay? So now we have the text shown there. Shift W to preview, okay? So and then there are some maybe authors, maybe some text of the image, other text information. Okay, I'm going to put this one here. Okay, and then create a small box. So this one we're going to do the type and fill with placeholder text. Okay, and give this one a color, text color, paper. Okay, so there's some, InDesign actually have so many advanced function, but at the beginning, you want to start with really understand how we can get this page done. Okay, so that will definitely help. So and then we'll move to the next page. So the next page, we talk about some other formats. Let me just close this. So let's go back to here. For example, some two side we have a two picture here and one picture here, and so we can also have some information, right? So this is very simple. So what we can do here is hit M to draw a box. Okay. So to make this visible, you can using D and Shift X, or directly using F and draw the box. So we'll duplicate this one. So the way to duplicate is the same as Illustrator. So you want to click and drag. Before you leave, before you release the mouse, you want to hold the Option and the Shift. So this one will constrain the direction and to give you a copy the same size. Okay. So on this side, we're going to do a box as well. So let's do F. Okay, so we turn back, so you can actually hit W, turn back to the regular mode, so you can see there's some recommendation. The purple line is called margins. By default setting is a good setting, but of course you can customize whatever you like when you're a designer. Okay, so but in this case, we just do F regular, match the margins. Okay, because we wanted to quickly create those information. So and then create a box, hit a T, box, and then type, fill with placeholder. Okay, think about it. This could be the caption of your picture as an artist. Okay, so actually when you do that, you wanted to have the caption ready at the same time. You wanted to do this group and then select both and then do the duplication. Then you don't have to think about it too much. Okay. So and then we're going to zoom in. So we can change the size a little bit to match the different caption length. Okay. So copy this caption as well. Okay, so by using placeholder text, we can quickly get things, show the image style. So I'm going to do get some pictures from here as well. Okay, we pasted it here, so you see that pictures is so big. So remember that we're going to Command Option C to put this one match the frame. Okay, to match the frame. So we have this page shown there, and then go back to find a different page. Command Option Shift C. Command Option C, Command Option Shift C. Okay, so Command V, sorry, Command Option V. So let's do one more. Okay, so remember the process is to go find a picture, copy it, or drag this one into the box. There are some automatic setting that can actually avoid those, when you paste, they directly match the size. But I want to just give you the demonstration based on the default setting. So keep this as simple as possible, so you can keep building more pages to build this confidence. So confidence is so important to be success in digital learning. So keep that to see how many pages you have built is so good. You already have multiple pages built. Okay, it's a professional layout. All right, so let's move forward, and we're gonna try something else. Okay, so in this book layout, so sometimes we just have the picture with for example a true color image, and for both sides have maybe have the same color, or let's do a different color version. Okay, so we do D Shift X, and then just go here to pick a color, and I can also definitely match the color to find the color we like. Okay, so then we can add this one to the swatch. Also, you can using the some color options or gradients. Okay, so when you apply the gradients, you can go here to adjustment those each end the color option. Okay, so always you can use F6 to access the color. So you can hit F6 and give this one set a different color. They actually have so many advanced function. For example, like a gradient fizzer. Okay, gradient fizzer tool is very cool tool that we're going to do using that later. Okay, so this is a simple gradients. I was just using a very basic color. Okay, but it's slightly different for this side. It's not slightly different. It's very different. So hit T in the draw box, and we'll type this information in. So it's placeholder. Okay, so you can align those information with the page or spread. So this is a new option. So one spread is one print surface. So that sometimes means more pages. So a single page is one side in this case. So you can also align to margins, because sometimes the margin is different for each side. So in this case, we're going to align this one in margin or page that will be the same, because they follow the same proportion and the same position. So I'm going to align to page and move this one to center and vertical center. Okay, and also I'm going to do a title. So change that. Okay, change the size. Okay, so at this stage, you don't have to really think about it too much about the size. You just want to try to create this this image that can show the basic hierarchy, which means the order of the information. So in this case, we know that here. Okay, so let's hit J. So we can give this one directly, give this color. So we can using J to directly switch this one to text-based control mode. Okay, so right. So on this side, we can try a different option. For example, we have this one here, and expanding this box. So we'll try to give this one a 2 frame, 2 columns. Excuse me. To create the columns, we're using Command B as boy. So click that, Command B. So we can give this one, say I'm going to have a preview and have a 2 lines here. Hit OK. You wanted to select this box and then go to the type and then refill with placeholder text. So and then you can quickly preview this option. So maybe I think in this case it's good to have a kind of like a black white picture to show the concept. So I'm going to do that too. So I'm going to hit M and draw a box here. And then I'm going to find a picture. Okay, copy image here, Command Option V and the Command Option Shift C to kind of like match the image maximum, match the current defined size of the frame. Okay, so to enhance this, I'm going to create a simple bar here in the same color, but give this one a little bit touch to a little bit darker green. So usually that would be a good strategy. So Shift W to see the preview. Okay, so let's go to see some more common page layout. Okay, so this is another common layout. So we have 2 columns of text information with a title and a picture. So let's try to do that too. Okay, so that's what will be the white color. So think about it, the concept is everything is a frame. So this one we will need 2 lines of text. So once we match the 2 lines, you just do stop there. Okay, and then let's go continue those frames. So we have a box to show the picture. D-Shift X. Okay, so get this one on some color, and I hit a T and get the huge box for match the whole text area here. Okay, and then we'll go fill with placeholder text. So we got that. So for one single column document, you already completed the work, but in this one we do Command B and increasing the number to 2 columns. Okay, so then later you just need to replace this content, and then for this one here as well. So we just need 1 column, 1 title. Okay, so remember that you want to align everything. So when you wanted to move those things across the page, you definitely want to hold the Option and Shift to move it. Okay, so this one align to the left. So we do that. So this is a very roughly we'll put everything together. We just want to give a very basic, I won't say it's basic. It's actually pretty good, pretty useful. So to give you kind of like a solid understanding, so you're not feared with this software. Okay, to quickly create more pages. Okay, so I'm going to do a screenshot for some part. So it could be anything when you do your designs. It could be any pictures you saw online. So just kind of try this concept. Command Option V and the Command Option Shift C. So again, this one you can also add a stroke. So give this one a border as needed. So so when you play, you can when you preview, you can have this border. Okay, quite a contemporary. All right. So we're going to continue that. So for example, let's go move on to see some other options here. So full page, very common. So this one, a large picture. So let's do this page. So M, larger image. Get this page, and hit V, select this box, and the Command Option V, and the Command Option Shift C. Okay. All right. So it's okay. So this is the landscape mode. So we need to manually adjustment a little bit. So we got this picture here, and then on the top we just need a hue box and divide into. Let's see the concept. It's like kind of like the three full columns. Okay, so that will be the same. Go to Type and fill with placeholder text, and the Command B. Then increasing this one to full columns. Okay, so it's pretty similar to international typography style, and to have a huge picture, and on the top or one side to have several columns. So Shift W, so you can see the result is pretty nice. So on the right side, we can have the full page, or have this quite a contemporary, like handmade book, to have one picture close to one corner. So we do that concept as well. So go here, hit M from the top left corner, and hold the Shift and draw a box. So we can make sure that we have a square. So we got a square, hit D, Shift X. So get the placeholder there, and then verify this. If that we like this size, you can also resize. Just want to make sure. In this setting, I want this one to be kind of above his nose, okay, or even align with his eye. So there are so many invisible connection in the art of page layout. So we're going to try those concepts. So again, I'm going to get some pictures to fit this space. Okay, one of my favorite artists. Okay, but I prefer put an artwork here. Okay. Put an E, and we can match the. Actually, we can match the. Fit the frame to the content, so we can make sure that we got exactly the original size. So the frame will match the content. Okay. All right. So we got finished with this one. So we have 2 pages to complete. All right. So let's try to see more like a other method. So okay, so page layout, there's some other page layout. Okay, so let's do one very special one, and we called text swap, right? So when we think about it, we have a picture, but we wanted this picture to be special shape. Let's do a not very special one. For example, a circle. So hit L, we draw a circle. DX, Shift X. So we'll put a picture here. Okay, I need to have a little bit of color version. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. So we got this picture. So now let's do draw a box. Oh, let's do a T to hit a T to draw a text box. And go to type, fill with a placeholder text. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select this one and do Command Option W. Command Option W. So this is text swap option. So we're going to do, you want to start with the middle one. So then we bring back this one. Actually, the text was surrounding this guy. Okay. Because this layer on the top, so you may, which may stop, permit from you to select this circle. So in that case, you want to do select this box and arrange, send this one to back. Okay, so it's arrange here, send to back. Okay, so now I can select this one to increasing the space. Okay, so you get the space there. Okay, do whatever you want to for the stroke. So this one could be also a different color or different elements. So for example, you can create some elements here. Okay, I hope this is closed. Okay, so you can do the same thing. You can text swap this shape. So let's say this is the special shape. Okay, so on this page, we can do the same thing. Hit a T and draw a box, and type placeholder text. Okay, and send this one back. Select this one and Command Option W to show the text swap option. So I want this one to big enough, so kind of attach to one side of the page. So we can use this option to, kind of like do some creative work. Okay, just bring this one back. Okay, to do some work. Okay, so and finally we have this last page. Usually let's think about, just think about a very simple one. It could be a fully covered the same color as the front cover. It's black. Okay, so and let's go quickly to see what's the page looks like. Okay, there are some elements we may share. Okay, you can use home and end to quickly navigate those pages. So put it here, and the Dropbox using F or M. Okay, some other elements. Okay, copy image. Okay, so just to quickly create this 16-page document, so we understand some basic operation of InDesign. So if you're just kind of in this format, you can quickly create your, book cover for this, not book cover is the whole book for 16 pages. So when you finish that, you can go save this one as Adobe PDF or directly print. But for this tutorial, we're using this 16-page quick demonstration to give you a opportunity to do repeat those concepts, repeat those pages. At a certain time, you may say, well, I'm kind of like repeating myself. I'm kind of like already know how to do this. But believe that you're going to continue complete the 16 pages. Again, in the digital world, quantity is far more important than what we call the quality. Without a quantity, the quality is just illusion. That's the quality at a certain level. It's not the level when you complete this 16 pages. So quantity is more than quality.